The next thing you're thinking about is the actual story, right? Your first paragraph has to say succinctly what the story is. No fluff in there, no sell in there, the story. What's this about? So business launching a new product that is environmentally friendly, skin friendly, and has evidence to prove it's 15% better than anybody else. That's okay. I'm going to read it. That's your first paragraph. Short, sharp paragraph that tells me what it is. Now I can just expand on that in the press release. For a press release, you're looking at 500 words, no more than that, 400 or 500 words. Absolutely fine. You don't need to write War and Peace. If the journalist is hugely interested and wants more, they will get in touch with you. What you don't want to do is take up half an hour of their time reading a great long press release that has got marginal interest. You've got them for 5 minutes if you're lucky. If you've won with the headline, you might have 4 or 5 minutes of their time. So think about that. So headline really important. First paragraph really important. Then you can spread out the release in terms of the fuller story. In that story, you're looking for evidence, you're looking for detail, you're looking for data, you're looking for the why, the interest. That's what you're putting in there. Keep it short, sharp, but give me all I need. Give me all I need. But tell me why. Tell me why. Why? Evidence it, evidence it, evidence it. If you can give me some links to some proof points, that helps as well. Because why that's important is that journalists are now becoming increasingly nervous about just straight AI-driven releases and just sort of bot releases. They are, they want human interest. They want real people. So if you can give the evidence in there and the links in there, they can proofread those. Any journalist will check the fact. Journalists are paranoid about putting wrong stuff out there, particularly if they're criticizing another business or something like that. They'll be very, very, very nervous about that. So story, have in there as well a quote, a good, sharp quote from someone that's relevant. Often you will find a journalist just uses the quote, right? So they'll make their own story up. You may be part of another story and they're just using you as an example or one of the case studies. What they will use in that story in your release is the quote. So make sure that quote is clear, has your brand in it, and sort of says what the release is about. Says what the release is about as well. So it's it's only one short paragraph. So it's a kind of summary. If you can get another quote from somebody who has some authority, that's really good as well. Because often those people with the authority, if it's an MP, for an example, they'll be on journalist Google Alerts as well. So your release can get picked up simply by whoever's giving the quote. And it gives it authority as well. The fourth thing to think about in your release then is an image. And often what will sell your release is a good image. If you look at a newspaper, you'll be drawn firstly to the image. And if it's a good image, if you look online, if you look on the AOL news lines, you're drawn into the image. That's the first thing you see. So you've got about a 4 times more likelihood of pickup with a good image, surprisingly. So you're capturing the journalist with the image as well. So bring in an image. High res, high quality. Most iPhones now, frankly, will give you that quality, but make sure it's a decent image in there. Be a bit smart with the image if you can get it. So if it's one of yourself or your product or something like that, make sure your brand is in there discreetly. A journalist will not print your brand as an image, but if the brand is just in the background discreetly, you've half a chance that it might get through, and that's valuable for you as well. Maybe send 2 images. Let the journalist choose which they want. So really, that's what formulates the actual structure of your release.